Hello and bienvenue. I am Joker, the Full Metal Joker. Now before I get started with the topic at hand, I have to let you know two things. One, if you do not like what has to be said, please remove yourself from this video. Two, everything I have to say is mostly opinion based with a lining of truth, but if you feel like I'm wrong in certain areas, or I need more information in others, please feel free to contact me. You should already know how to do this by now. With that being said, while I was sitting here trying to figure out what I was going to do for my next video, and while looking through some articles and listening to a few YouTubers that I usually listen to around this time of day, and I saw something that, well, I would say it upset me, but that would be a lie. It thoroughly pissed me off. And when I first heard this person talk about it, I thought that Governor Gretchen Whitmer was kind of pushing borderline extortion, saying if you're tired of lockdowns, wearing masks, and if you want to go to church in the morning, vote for Joe Biden. He's generally saying that if you want to go back to your daily lives, vote for him. And so I started looking through articles, and it sounded less like her trying to push some sort of extortion, like, hey, I'll do this if you vote for him, and more like her using this tragic event to push an agenda. And you know what? That's wrong. Hell, that's effing disgusting. And before you go, you're just saying that because she's Democrat and you're pro-Trump and blah blah. No. I'm tired of it when the overly supportive Trump crowd uses this tragic event to push their agenda. It's like, yes, I understand. You're tired of the lockdown. So am I. I'm tired of wearing these masks. I'm tired of all this stuff going on. But everyone being so sticking on their own side, doing all this crap. We're not going to get anything done like this. We need to work together on this. And you know what? I'm tired of the bullshit and I'm tired of the lies. So I've been avoiding talking about this because I didn't want to piss off anybody. I didn't want to start any crap. But you know what? With all this crap about it all being Trump's fault and how he's not doing a good job at dealing with this, I'm going to talk about it right here and now. First of all, when that stuff was happening overseas, when the coronavirus was spreading like wildfire, he wanted to close everything down. He wanted to make sure that the only thing came into this country was goods, and those goods would be heavily quarantined, make sure that the stuff was secured, that there was none of the virus on it so it wouldn't be spread through that manner. And what did Congress say? That's a bigoted move. That's xenophobic. How dare you, Trump? And denied it. And, well, it started spreading over here. And I remember the articles because he said, hey, we need to do something. We need to lock things down. He was one of the first ones that said it. And what did some of the people in Congress, what did some of these governors do? That's racist. Come on down to Chinatown. And what happened? It spread out of control. Then they finally agreed, yes, we need to lock down. And we did it for as long as we could. A lot of states had to open sooner than later because businesses were shutting down permanently. And yes, I know, big businesses like Walmart, big businesses like these chain stores and whatnot, these corporate institutions, they've got money squirreled away for times like this. They can afford to sit here and pay their workers while staying at home. They can afford to sit here and keep up empty stores, making sure that the place is well maintained while the doors are closed. They can afford to do that. But these mom and pop places couldn't. So they had to open up. And said, hey, we'll open things up, but you need to wear a mask. You need to practice common sense. You need to do these things to limit the spread of this virus. And lo and behold, things were doing okay. And then it started going out of control around the time that these riots started happening. No one wants to sit here and go, well, the riots had nothing to do with it. How dare you say such a thing? Yes, it does, because you have a lot of people closed up in large, closed-in groups. What do you think is going to happen? But Trump's the bad guy. It's all Trump's fault. Instead of looking at your local politicians who failed to act when they should have. And before you sit here and again go, well, you're just saying that because you're pro-Trump. No. If something like this would have happened during the Obama situation, when he was in office, and a mostly Republican Congress denied him from closing the borders, denied him from doing protocols, it said, hey, come on down to Chinatown. He's full of it. I'd chew them out as well. Because I'm tired of the bullshit. I'm tired of the lies. I'm tired of this country being divided. I'm tired of doing content like this. As I've said in quite a few of my previous videos, I want to talk about positive stuff for a change. Hell, there's a game that me and a group of people on Discord has been playing as of late that I want to give my review on. But every time I sit down to listen to my favorite YouTuber, read through articles, we've got people like Gretchen Whitmer over here saying this kind of crap, talking about if you're tired of what we're going through right now, vote for Joe Biden, using this tragic event to push an agenda. Same thing with the overly supportive Trump crowd, doing the same thing. How about we stop dividing each other as a nation? How about we work together? Because that's the only way this is going to be fixed. That's the only way that we're going to get back to those days where we don't have to wear masks everywhere, where people ain't scared to death that they're going to catch something that may mess them up really bad. And the only way we're going to fix this is if we stop all of this, because as Abraham Lincoln once said, a house divided will never stand. And that's a fact. We are dividing this nation. And when instead of sitting here looking at Trump, we need to look at our local politicians. We need to look at Congress. We need to look at our governors. We need to look at our representatives. We need to call these people out. Because they are obviously not working within the will of the people. And with that being said, if you enjoy the content that I produce, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed this video, and like always, thank you, and good luck.